In this video today, we will be discussing the three phases of life: the planting, the tilling, and the harvest system. God said in the Bible that as long as the earth remains, seed, time, harvest will not cease. Seed is the planting season. Time is the tilling season, while harvest remains the harvesting season. So if you plant a seed, you give it time and it will get to harvest. It gets back to seed again. So a good farmer does not eat all its seed. It saves it for another planting season. That is to say that there is no way you will change this season. As long as you're a human born of a woman, this season is permanent. Just like if you throw a stone up, of course it will come down because there is a force that is pulling it down, which is the force of gravity. Except a higher force works upon it, which is the same force that suspends the aeroplane and other objects. So this is simple physics. So God has made it such that you must plant. You that mechanic boy, you that student, you that tailor that wants to become a professional, that wants to become a fashion guru, that wants to become a medical doctor, that wants to become a lawyer, etc., etc. You have to plant. What is the planting season of these careers? You, as a student, you have to be registered in school, a formal school, and then you begin to attend. Then you begin to attend lectures. Then, as a mechanic boy, or girl, because these days everybody can do anything. So what a man can do, a woman can do better. You will be registered in a shop or in a particular Oga or madam, so that she will put you through in that your tailoring or fashion designing scheme. You're going into that. Since you want to become a fashion guru, so you have to register. You don't stay at home and assume and become a professional. No, you must plant, which is the seed season. So as you're going through that discipline, as you're going through that rigorous process, as you're going through that training, you're planting. That is your planting season. So, and you don't have to compare yourself to somebody that is in their harvest season. I'll come to that. Let me not jump gun. I'll get to that. So after the planting season, you also have the tilling season. You see, the tilling season is the most difficult season of life, because you're not even sowing anything, you're not harvesting anything. It's just like you're redundant. You keep showing at that shop every morning to clean the shop and put your goods, and people you wait customers as you're learning from your Oga. You keep going to that particular point to wait for clients to come. That is your tilling season. As a farmer, that is your weeding season. Keep weeding the grass. Of course, it's a process. It's going to be rewarded. So you don't need to be angry about it. See, one thing you will do is as a person that is going from point A to point Z that wants to get to the top, enjoy it. Enjoy the journey. You see, most times we are quick to want to get the result, while God wants us to enjoy the process. Because if you enjoy the process, you will learn. You will learn how to handle much more difficult processes, because it will come. You don't need to wish it. You don't need to say God forbid, because that is what most people say. and feel that other people that it happens to, they are not human, they're not good people. No, good things happen to bad people, bad things happen to good people. It's a life process. There's nobody you have on earth that has ever been thrown from heaven to earth. Of course, that person will be conceived. That person, the mother will go through the three trimesters, and also go through labor. So that is how it has been wired. So enjoy the process. If you enjoy the process, you can certainly handle the results. So when you get to the result, if other difficult processes come after, you handle that, because you always, because the brain, our brain, it's wired in such a way that if you overcome a particular process, and that process look easier. Just like I think there's this fish, I can't remember the name right now, that as they have rivalry, one defeats the other. There will be this energy that flows into the system of the one that defeated the other, and the other becomes bigger, while the one that was defeated becomes smaller. So that's how we human beings are. When you defeat a particular task or a particular process and come up top, you see you be bigger, and you also will be ready. Your metabolism will be ready to handle much more task. So enjoy the process. As you enjoy the tilling process, the weeding process, you get to the harvest season. Of course, the harvest season is the most pleasurable season, where everybody sees whatever you're doing. They begin to see it comes to reality. They begin to see you reap from your seed. But if there is no root, there will not be fruit. They are all a season. So if there is no tilling of the ground, there will not be a good fruit. So if you till sparrowly, you will reap sparrowly. Just the same way, if you sow sparrowly, you will reap sparrowly. But the truth of the matter is, most times we begin to compare ourselves to other. We begin to want to say, why God? Why is not me that is in my harvest season? Have you also sown the way the other person sow, or have you also tilled the way the person tilled in the past? No. So you must also know that you have to pass through those processes, and you get a harvest. It is constant. It is constant. As long as this earth remains, there will always be morning, there will always be afternoon, and there will be night. So if that is the case, so that it tells you that to a very intelligent mind, it tells you that there will be seed time, there will be harvest. Seed time, harvest. There will be planting, tilling, and harvest. So if you're in your planting season, enjoy it. If you're in your tilling season, enjoy it. If you're in your harvest season, enjoy it. Don't compare yourself to some other person. We are all in different seasons. That's why this world is so fantastic. That's why this world is so interesting. Because the man that is in this harvest season will soon enter the planting season. It's rotational. It is not a fixed thing. So enjoy whatever season you're in. Don't begin to compare yourself to Mr. B while you're A. The A will still get to her own season, or his own his own harvest season. So we all go through the same season, but differently at different occasions. So you cannot say, why is that it's not me that is the president of this country? Why is not me that is the chairman of this local government? Why is not me that is the governor of this state? Of course, if you put in the same energy, the same work that the person that is presently the governor or the president has put in, you will achieve the same result the person is achieving right now. You will get to the point that the person is right now. So understand and stop troubling yourself. Understand that you are in a process and you're going somewhere. and you're going to get to your destination. All that matters is you understand the processes, you understand where you're going to, and know where you arrive at your destination. So you don't need to be going towards Kanu and said you want to be heading towards Kanu and said you want to achieve a point, going to Lagos. You must be on the road to Lokoja, then you move to some other states and before you get to Lagos. So everybody is in a different season. Enjoy the season that you find yourself, and you'll get to the harvest season that you finally want to get to. Thank you for staying this far, and thank you for listening to me. See you in my next video.